Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the next day. We had quite the mishap yesterday, as we already alerted you, but we did not vlog our second day of the trip because I left my other SD card in the room, and we just decided, you know what, we're just gonna fully live in the moment at Epcot on our first day, and that really worked out. We had a great time. It was so fun. We got to ride Guardians of the Galaxy twice, which is awesome.
It was a great ride.
Oh, it was so good.
We loved it.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't get sick.
My body hurts so bad.
I don't know. We've heard a lot of people saying people have motion sickness issues, and it does turn a little bit as you go through it, but neither of us had any issues with that. We don't have extreme motion sickness issues really,
yeah.
But I would say no problem at all there.
Yeah, it was so much
Great
fun.
Great ride, so much fun.
The World Showcase was so fun as always. We ate and drank and had a good time. And today we are getting a later start because we are going to Hollywood Studios. Apparently Genie Plus was down this morning, and so
we had I ran to the hotel lobby at 7 a.m. My things weren't loading. It was saying it wasn't detecting me or something, and then I ran, and there were cast members there, and they were all like, yes, it's down for everybody, and lots of people were going to the lobby front desk and asking, can you help me with my Genie Plus? So, but at around 8:30 or so, it reactivated, and we got some stuff. We got Rise of the Resistance and Slinky Dog, so
yeah.
That's good.
So we are going to go and walk over and get some breakfast at the Riviera Resort this morning. Then we're going to head back, get dressed, hang out for a bit, and then go to Hollywood Studios. Takeoff and landing.
Resort. We're flying to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yay!
We made it to Disney's Hollywood Studios. We got a bunch of lightning lanes lined up for the morning. And we're going to go hit the ground running. I think first up is Slinky Dog, so come along with us.
Ooh, so good. Thank you.
I'll tell you the fun thing when you go to Hollywood and you're exploring Hollywood, not Hollywood Studios, but the actual Hollywood. It's fun because if you know Hollywood Studios, you see all of these landmarks that everything in Hollywood Studios is based on. You'll see this Crossroads of the World thing is I think on Hollywood Boulevard, or it's right there close to it. And there's all these little design elements that the Imagineers used to design Hollywood Studios that were pulled from actual landmarks in Hollywood. So you're just driving down the street and you're like, oh my gosh, I know that from Hollywood Studios. Yeah. I came to Hollywood Studios before I actually went to Hollywood. And so that made it really fun to see all those things that it's based on. Toy Story Land is so fun because of all the little details. Both Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land are just so much detail, but you're just walking around and you're shrunk down to the size of a toy, and it's got all these little everything in the whole land is even down to the fences here, as you can see, are made with made of toy parts, and so there's no detail. It's just a standard fence, a standard light post. Everything in the land is pieces of a toy from your childhood. So it's just fun to walk around and see oh, there's a Tinker toy holding up that light, where that's pretty cool.
Hi, Jessie. So cute. Hello, buddy. Oh. Look, y'all can see Ray and Chewie in the distance. Oh.
So, hey.
Spinning a little deodorant on, don't mind me.
Now we're waiting for our Rise of the Resistance lightning lane. We got an individual lightning lane for that. So Rise right now, they had been doing the virtual queues like other rides like Tron and when it was newer, and now they've switched to just individual lightning lanes, which you can pay for. Usually the price is around $20 a person, or you can wait in the standby line, which is like usually a pretty long standby line. If you get lucky, maybe at the end of the day you can get a shorter line, but it might be worth paying for an individual lightning lane for it, because it can be as much as an hour and a half wait sometimes, or even longer. We've seen up to like a 2-hour wait.
Last year we were in that line for almost 3 because we just did the standby. It had broken down.
We didn't get the virtual. Last year when we came, they were still doing the virtual queue for it, and that was more intense to get, and we weren't able to get the virtual queue, so we had to do standby.
It was a pretty cool queue, but it was such a long wait. So we're excited that we get to just hopefully walk on a little bit smoother than we did last time.
Yeah. Actually, last year wasn't the virtual. They had lightning lanes, but it was still so popular we weren't able to secure the individual lightning lane, I think, so we had to do standby.
And I remember, I think it broke down, so the lines kind of dismissed, so we kind of lingered, and then when it was time, we walked on there.
Yeah.
But there were still people already in line, so it was still super long wait. But man, was it worth it.
And you have like these little pop-up performances all the time of like stormtroopers coming through and first order characters coming through.
And like the audio experience, like the sound effects of like every now and then it'll sound like a spaceship is landing or an engine's running. Like, I mean, just like all of your senses are like overstimulated in a great way.
Yeah.
So fun.
So it's, I mean, even if you've got time to kill before a ride, it's fun to just be like, oh, let's just see what, and we see every time we've been through like new details that we missed the first time, you can kind of just get lost in it. It's a lot larger than I initially expected when I saw other vloggers. It's like a pretty big area, so you just kind of like these little twisty, windy back alleys and streets, and you make a turn and you're like, oh, I don't think I've been here before. It's pretty expansive.
It's so cool, and the outfits that they have the cast members in are just 10 out of 10. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna go walk over to Rise, and you will definitely see some Rise footage coming up next. Just a great example of what you were just saying. You turn a corner and you find a whole new place.
We've never been in here.
We've never been in here. This is cool. Look at all the merch. How cool is this? These are pretty neat mugs. Pretty.
These are probably lightsabers that.
Yeah, this is definitely where you get them. Look how
Yeah.
This is your parents' box. After all these years.
whatever color it is.
Smarties around it, but
Is this the thing from the Sith? Oh man. That's pretty cool. How cool is that? Look at his body.
Look at this one over here.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Quite the guy. The man. And the man himself. The myth, the legend. man. Poor Anakin.
Thank you so much.
Here it is, gang, the big moment. The big moment indeed.
Incoming transmission from Ray.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Should we be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Commander Poldan and a squadron of X-Wings shall escort us to the rendezvous point on Bakara.
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields.
We got company! First order TIE fighters! Reroute! Reroute!
Blue 5 taking evasive action.
Try to shake it, Blue!
I'm trying.
We lost Blue 5!
Resistance sympathizers, this ship is now under the command of the First Order. You will now disembark and proceed down the corridor to your right for interrogation.
The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now give him on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right.
Hey, you're not authorized! Wait! It goes to the front!
There they are! Fire! Raise the shields!
Shields. I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm. All personnel to their stations. Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
You guys really like cutting it close, don't you? Okay, you're clear! Your escape pods came in a little off target.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
Such a great ride.
So fun.
It's like you can't. There's no way to understand like even how they're doing it. It's just you're riding through and you're like, I don't know how they're doing all of this. It's amazing. It's definitely the most immersive theme park ride I've ever been on.
Yeah.
I won't need it.
Hello friends, we're back. I got these little milks and we're gonna try them. I had the green one.
I got the blue milk.
Let's try them.
Pretty good. It's like a I think it's like a raspberry. A little bit raspberry-ish.
Mine tastes like an orange creamsicle.
That sounds good. Yeah. They're like super refreshing. It's pretty hot right now. Yours is good.
I like yours. I might keep this one.
Oh.
Nothing can stop us now. Gonna make it happen. Hi, movie.
you folks. Want to take a ride on the train? Wait, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh no! I must have hit that track switch! This is all my fault! But there they are! We have to stop them!
That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent! You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's countdown! La, 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 la.
Well, that concludes my guidance. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Hello, gang. We are back. We went back to the room and changed into some more comfy, warmer clothes.
It's been getting a little.
Ladies, gentlemen, and islanders of all ages, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, Walt Disney World Resort. If you're lucky, you might spot some of the happiest wildlife on Earth.
So I have a lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because I did not ride Tower of Terror with Joseph because I just can't do it.
I tried to talk her
Okay.
into it, but we still have a lot more days of our trip, so maybe by the end I can talk her into it. I mean, it's an easy ride over here at the Tower of Terror if ever she wants to hop on.
Here's the thing. I have really come a long way in my. I used to despise rides, like all rides, roller coasters, anything with hills. And since coming to Disney, my heart has softened for them, and I can handle them better, and I've become very brave. But I hate with a burning passion big drop rides, like the straight down kind. Which I know that that's not like the full experience of Tower of Terror, but I know that that is like the whole point of why people go on that ride. And I just can't do it. Like the thought of it makes my skin crawl. I feel nauseous. Like I can't do it.
So, do you all think Selena should ride Tower of Terror before our trip ends, or do you think she should hold off? Let us know in the comments below.
No,
it's to be continued. We'll see. We'll see what.
Also, excuse me, sir. Also, it doesn't matter.
Before you walk the red carpet, remember to double check your star-studded itinerary using your My Disney Experience mobile app.
Okay, here's the thing. By the time that people see this video, we'll be home. We're not editing videos on this trip, so therefore
So
you can't even drop that CTA to these people because you're not even going to be able to see it. Oh man,
At the end of the video, at the end of the series, when you get all the way through them, you'll find out whether Selena has ridden Tower of Terror.
Spoiler alert! I will not.
Yeah, but Tower of Terror looks great.
Please
the lights
remain
are
seated
coming out.
until the doors automatically
And,
open. When exiting the cabin,
we're about to
please
land.
supervise children. Por favor, permanezcan sentados.
These people can hear me.
I think so.
Al salir del cabin,
I gotta tell you.
We'll see you in Hollywood Studios. Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's always a crash landing every time I
It is a
see
little bit of a crash landing. Alright,
we'll see you there.
ya.
Look at how pretty it looks lit up at night. So fun.
We were also playing karaoke.